In the previous video, we saw how we can import different types of references and then set the correct size, the correct scale for those references. And we made a lot of examples. In this video, we're going to focus more on the CAD and BIM interoperability, which means how we can use our CAD drawings at the best here in ARCHICAD. We will also see how we can draw lines and polylines in different shapes and curves in the page using the document tools here in ARCHICAD. So we saw that we can use different references. I'm just going to show you a little bit more about layers. So when you work with AutoCAD, you usually use layers to distinguish different parts of the drawing. Now also here we have a similar feature. Well, in this case, they're called layers combinations and layers. So they have the same name. They act similarly. So if you use them in ARCHICAD or in AutoCAD, they're pretty similar, but ARCHICAD has its own layers, which are already set up for you. What you can do is do layer combinations and manage all the layers of the drawing. You can also use, we saw the reference here, or use different trays. So if you go here, you can browse for trace reference, which means that you can use different trays, or you can use a different reference to trace your image. If it's like in pixels, you can convert it in vector graphics and so on. Now, before we move on into the CAD, I just want to show you one last thing about figures. So these are called figures, and these are called usually drawings. So when you work with CAD, you use drawings. When you work with images, you use figure, and the figure has its own icon right here. And we can access the settings of anything by clicking on this little icon right here, which is really important. So if I click, I'm gonna get into the settings of the figure selection, which we already explored a little bit in the previous video. But I want to show you here that you cannot like change the colors here. You can just change the format if you want. You can save it in a different format, and then you can open it up in another application like Photoshop, and you can change the image there, but you cannot do it right here. And if we go down here, we can also see the layers that we are using. And now this is in Italian, but I'm going to show you also in English. So I'm just going to close this document here and start a new one to show you everything you need to know to work with AutoCAD files. So first of all, this is the empty new file here. I'm going to just save it real quick as lesson 06. Save it. Okay, now this is an empty file again, but we're using a template, so we already have stories, which could be considered also like layers, but in this case, these are layers of the building or levels. So if I go in the south elevation here, I can see that this is my ground floor, this is my first story, this is my second story. And I'm going to use a section or an elevation in this video just to make it different from the previous one where we use a plan view. So we're going to use this as a drawing, so as a main view, and then we can use, as we did in the previous video, the worksheet, which is more generic, and you can use a worksheet for many reasons and in many views. So you have the view right here, you have the worksheets right here. You can use this to draw, to create drafts, to import CAD, to import image. So these are like transparent papers that you can use anytime to trace and to do many operations. So just as we did previously, we create a new independent worksheet, and we can call this worksheet for elevation. Let's create it. Okay, so this is going to be empty right now, and we're going to start to bring in CAD. So I'm going to go in the drawing, click inside the empty page, go to the local file system, browse, and let's get AutoCAD file. So I'm gonna go in my AutoCAD folder and get a file, which was lesson 13 of the AutoCAD video course. So I already know that I'm using millimeters, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place the image in millimeters. Now you can see that I have a plan view here and other stuff that I don't really need. So the first thing I can do is just click on this little dot and get rid of what I don't need. So since I need to do an elevation, I only will take this one here. So only this portion. There you go. So the first thing we can do to adjust is to adjust the crop here. Now remember that every time you have different operations you can do with something, you can see it right here. So for example here, I can start a new node, I can change it to curve, I can edit the segment, I can do an offset. These are operations which, by the way, you can do also with other 2D shapes and drawings, as we will see later. And you can also offset just one edge or all the edges. So this is gonna help you to crop out, in this case, the part that you don't need. Now here you can add and do like a polygonal cut instead of a standard cut, or you can do a curved cut if you need it. Otherwise, you just leave the standard shapes. But just to show you here the path palette and what you can do with this. Now, let's say that I don't need everything here. Well, another thing we could do again is to right click and explode. And now in the previous video, we used the drawings layers, or we can use the imported layers. So let's say this time that we want to import embedded layers and keep the original elements after exploding. Let's say OK. So if I'm gonna use again the selection now, you can see that everything is kind of grouped together. So I can move this a little bit down, and now I have two drawings. Now this is the original, which has been cropped out, and this is the one that we just exploded. Now, if we go up here, we will find another important tool, which is to suspend groups. So now the groups are suspended. When the groups are suspended, I can access the hatches. Now these hatches here have been detected by ARCHICAD, so I can work with them just like I would probably do them here in ARCHICAD. So we already saw we can create an hatch, but here we can just go there and edit this. So if I click here on the option bar, on the information bar, I can click and I can move it and place another type of hatch. So you can see here I have many different types, also bricks, and well, there are a lot of them, so take your time. So you can say I changed here the different hatches. This is another editing feature that I can do. And if I just, again, deactivate suspend group, now this is going to be treated as an entire group. The other way you can do that is go to edit grouping, and you have the suspend groups here. You can also ungroup, but sometimes when you ungroup, you're going to lose the features of the hatches. In this case, no. And by the way, we also saw that if you go in the if you select the object you want to edit, so let's say that I want to edit the whole group here, so I'm gonna suspend. Well, now I have separated, so it doesn't matter if I suspend or not the groups, because these are now separated. And this is a polyline, by the way, so it's a different entity from the line. We're gonna see the difference between the line and the polyline. But if I click here again, I can access the settings, and you can change these. You can make it like with the arrows, so you can change also the color, and you can override what's been created here, and also change the line pen, the line of the pen, and the width and the arrow head size. So you can set all these different parameters. So if you say okay here, we can see that well, I don't see the arrow, so we can do it also from here, and it's not giving me the possibility actually here to use the arrow. I guess because we need an open shape. In this case, this is perfectly closed.